The shadows are losing their grip on these lands. Shah can indeed be thwarted. Comforting to know. You wanted something? I'd join you, but things are looking a tad crowded. You'll need to make room. Lead the way. You wanted something? I'm sorry.
Gods be damned. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun. Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it? As would I. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move.
The cult of the dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mound, 5 groups of 5 figures. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant. First soft, there is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head. As the maelstrom howls, Mizura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness. And I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city. She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans, another pet added to her warlock menagerie. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. When we were done, all that remained were 5 grayed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. It is. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her. He returned to an unsuspecting city. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizora had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye. After, he said only 1 word. Go. I understand.
You did it. Ketheric Thorm is no more. The Shadow's grip is broken. Soon, the land shall heal. Not as glad as I am. Nature moves at its own pace and bestows its bounty when it sees fit. Give it time. A reward shall come to you when you need it most.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shaz.
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed. Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere. It is a common right amongst Aluna's followers to send their children off into the woods. It seems that one child never came back. She was taken.
What? Who was that man?
You already know.
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? But you are a child no longer. You are a woman.
My parents. I need to save them.
Your parents are with your abductors. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends. You have been forewarned for what is to come. But no, I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shah's umbral domain. Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. But I felt it call to me, and mirrored.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid.
It hurts.
Shah torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take act. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer. Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, most high. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One. We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. Pray, ask, and I will tell.
I've been lied to. My whole life. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. Not if you enjoy having your head attached to your neck. We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me. I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
All is ash and meat.
The Shadowcurse is banished. I like the dark, but not when it's trying to kill me.
Listen, the silence detector. Will Wargaz
Failed to kill you.
nearby.
I won't make the same mistake.
That should work.
Go for the throat. Let's find some prey.
Got to focus.
Spill some blood. You're mine.
Let's end this. Heading there.
hiding here. The psionic detector alerted us to the Githyanki attack. Looks like Voss was good for his word.
I wonder what the next move is.
Still in control. Just.
Lovely day, this. For now.
I'm ready.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
The road to Baldur's Gate is up ahead. No turning back once we start down that road.
Here, House of Healing. West, Baldur's Gate. East, Central Square. Here, House of Healing. West, Baldur's Gate. East, Central Square.
The Absolute's army are on the march, and Baldur's Gate is their target.
The curse has been lifted, the land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the flaming fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping and yes sir, no sir, rip and cut your throat, sir. Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prism bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
My prodigal bloodkin is among them.
They live.
Barely. I made mince of their ugly mind matter. And if they dare return, I will strip out their offal.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
Painful truths have been thrust upon Shadowheart. I believe she is strong enough to endure, but her path will be easier with our support. I've been unfair to you, but honestly, you've surpassed even those. Seems my faith...
Shadowheart has found a little bit of herself again. Selûne cannot take...
That speaks well of your taste.
I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme. It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog then. Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder? Don't tell me which. Against all life experience, I will choose to assume the best.
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of profane ascension. An imperial soiree, attended by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master. And elevate him to an unfathomable station. To place him in a position of such esteem, the world will yearn to kneel. and offer their necks. We will kill him, but there's more to it. Think about it. It sounds like Cazador, for all his evils, has gotten further than any of my kind ever have. He's on the verge of a miracle. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor. What's a handful of the wretch's servants? If they're anything like me when I was enslaved, they're all but begging for death anyway. After 200 years of shit, pure shit! I think I deserve something better. All I'm saying is, let's be clever about it. If an opportunity arises for me to become a more magnificent bastard than I already am, why turn it down? Let's find out more about the ritual before we waltz into Cazador's front door. If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more and be finally positioned for yours truly to ascend. You're too adorable. I'll be fine. I'm sure they'll bring back memories of so many pathetic years, but I'm much stronger now. If we don't find my brethren, they'll find us, likely with bared fangs. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk. Unless Cazador has changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey. So, it's a quest to free Shadowheart's parents, is it? And here I was, worried I'd be the only one with a difficult family reunion waiting in the city. Can we? I suppose we can. There is nothing I'd like more. Delicious. I don't know, but isn't it nice not to know? You're not a victim, not a target, not just one night it's better to forget. But then, whatever in the world could you be? Is there something you want to talk about, my dear? Can we? I suppose we can. How could I say no? You are perfect. Every time.
Camp life seems to suit the young owlbear. His coat of feathers seems fuller. His eyes look bright and inquisitive.
At least Shadowheart is armed with the truth now. May its keen edge draw forth whatever vengeance she desires.
It does not surprise me that Shadowheart's faith was based on a lie. Deception is the sum of Shah's design. A true soul came to my city preaching a message of togetherness. Menzoberranzan is not fertile ground for such messages. I killed them and hanged that. I thought so too. This world is full of fools, after all. But in this instance, I was mistaken. Our visitors were not fools. They were bait, even as the flesh sagged and whoever sent them was counting on my curiosity overcoming my caution. Yes, all it took was a simple act of necromancy, and the corpses told me no. I was prepared for combat, but I intended to strike subtly. As it turned out, to my shame, I was defeated without even drawing my weapon. I came to Moonrise with a retinue of warriors and assassins, the best House Bainray had to offer. I expected a battle, but found a fully laden feast table and a welcome befitting a house matron. Ketheric expected us, expected me, and I fell for his flattery. I recognize my flaws. Ketheric proposed an alliance between Moonrise and Menzoberranzan. He invited me to the head of his table as his guest of honor. It was not the food I should have been wary. It was the pale woman at the foot of the table. Orin the Red. We had barely begun to eat when she spoke for the first time. I only caught one word, my name. Then, quick as lightning, few things frightened me. Orin is one of them. When Orin stood before me, "I want this one," she said. "You've seen the horrors of the colony. Orin kept me there for days." And then she placed the tadpole in my eye, herself. That is certain. You know the rest as well as I do. Then there was you, and now there is freedom. Soon there will be vengeance. I take no pleasure in his passing. Of course. He ruled Moonrise for centuries. I believe he was an honorable man, but I sympathize. A meaningless question. As it is, he lost. But I will never forgive him for handing me to Orin. For that.
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much. I want to believe the gods keep this world balanced, but sometimes I wonder.